This is the coldest settlement in the world. This Siberian village experiences freezing temperatures for at least 8 months of the year. From above, the village looks almost abandoned because it is so incredibly cold. When you are there, your fingertips can feel like they are burning from the freezing air. The cold affects not only people and animals, but it also freezes nearly every aspect of life itself. Phones stop working properly and suddenly shut down. Cars left outside on the streets freeze solid within just a few hours. Fruits and vegetables cannot grow because the ground remains frozen all year long. If you take a 7-hour flight east from Moscow, you will first arrive in Yakutsk. After several more hours of driving, you finally reach Oymyakon, the coldest village in Siberia. There, thermometers regularly show temperatures of -60 degrees Celsius almost every single day. Standing there feels like being on another planet. Around 800 people live in Oymyakon, spread across about 1.5 square kilometers. It is nearly impossible to see another person outside. It feels as if time itself has frozen in this place. The normal temperature in this village ranges between -50 and -60 degrees Celsius, making it one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. The soil in this region stays permanently frozen throughout the year. This layer of frozen ground, known as permafrost, extends hundreds of meters deep. To survive these extreme temperatures, pipes carrying heat run from a central coal-powered boiler throughout the village into the homes. This central heating system is the only reliable source of warmth and must operate non-stop. Even a short breakdown could throw the entire village into a deadly freezing disaster. The day begins early here. Although the sun rises around 10:00 in the morning, people still carry out their routines in complete darkness. Inside the houses, certain rooms serve as both storage areas and natural refrigerators. These unheated rooms also help protect the rest of the home from the freezing air outside. For breakfast, people often eat high-calorie foods such as greasy pancakes with jam. Since daily temperatures remain between -50 and -60 degrees Celsius, the human body constantly burns energy just to maintain its internal temperature. This is especially important in the morning, after the body has remained inactive during the long freezing night. Fatty foods are the most effective source of this much-needed energy because they digest slowly and provide warmth for many hours. In other words, the body keeps heating itself from within. Access to water is also extremely difficult. Here, getting water is nothing like simply turning on a faucet. The permanently frozen ground makes it impossible to install and maintain underground water pipes. Residents must carry heavy blocks of ice cut from the frozen river back to their homes for drinking, cleaning, and brushing their teeth. To meet these daily needs, villagers travel to the frozen river, cut out 30-kilogram blocks of ice, and pull them home on sleds. The blocks are stored either in a cold room inside the house or outside in the yard. The river ice is generally clean, but people often scrape away the outer layer because the surface may become contaminated while being transported. Whenever families need water, they bring one of these ice blocks indoors and slowly melt it inside a large barrel. This is how people in Oymyakon gain access to clean drinking water despite the brutal climate. Winter in Oymyakon lasts almost the entire year. Only for about 3 months does the ice partially melt and summer briefly arrive. Even if water pipes were installed inside homes, the water would instantly freeze. Because of this, people store water in advance for washing, cooking, and other daily tasks. The lack of plumbing infrastructure means that modern bathrooms, showers, and indoor toilets are almost non-existent. Instead, small wooden huts located outside the homes are used as toilets. There is no sewage system. Even for a short trip to the bathroom, people must quickly put on several layers of clothing and rush outside before the cold becomes unbearable. Daily life in Oymyakon requires people to wear thermal clothing, thick fur coats, and heavy leather boots. In such extreme cold, many modern synthetic materials simply do not provide enough protection. Fur naturally traps warm air, which minimizes heat loss. The inner layers of fur hold body heat, while the oily outer hairs repel snow and freezing wind. Because of this, Fur offers both excellent insulation and natural water resistance. Animal furs and skins are also more affordable and accessible than imported winter products. The frozen land around Yakutsk and Oymyakon is not fertile because dead plants and animals cannot properly decompose and enrich the soil. As a result, fresh fruits and vegetables are rare and extremely expensive. In this harsh climate, people depend heavily on meat. Agriculture is nearly impossible, so livestock farming becomes the main source of survival. Local residents raise Yakut horses and cattle for their meat, milk, and hides. Animals are absolutely essential for survival in this environment. Farmers even wrap the mouths and teeth of cows in thick cloth to protect them from frostbite and freezing air. If the animals do not survive, human life in the region quickly becomes impossible. Inside the barns, the strong smell of livestock makes breathing difficult, but villagers are used to it. Because water pipes cannot function in these temperatures, every morning the cattle walk out through the freezing cold toward the river to drink water. They step carefully into the icy water one at a time and must return quickly before the cold overwhelms them. Interestingly, part of the river never completely freezes. Underground spring water flows into the river and keeps sections of it moving. These are Yakut horses. The conditions in this region are so harsh that only specially adapted animals can survive here. Yakut horses do not need heated shelters and can endure temperatures as low as -70 degrees Celsius day and night. Unlike ordinary horses, they are shorter and more compact. Their small size helps them conserve body heat during the winter. They also have thick fur and long hooves that allow them to stand on frozen ground for long periods of time. These horses are carefully bred by humans and are mainly raised for their meat. Horse meat is extremely popular in this region because it is rich in fat, vitamins, and minerals. Since fruits and vegetables are scarce, many people in Yakutia receive essential nutrients primarily from meat. Fishing is also a major part of life throughout Siberia. Here, fishing often means cutting through thick ice. In places like Oymyakon, ice fishing is not only a way to survive, but also a deeply rooted cultural and social tradition. With temperatures dropping below -50 degrees Celsius, ice fishing requires skill, patience, engineering knowledge, and traditional experience. Across Yakutia, rivers and lakes remain completely frozen from November until late April. The ice can reach between 1.5 to 2 meters thick. To catch fish, people drill through the ice, locate the correct fishing spots, and use specialized cold-resistant equipment and clothing. Tools such as metal-tipped spears, axes, and heavy iron picks are commonly used. Fishermen usually choose river bends, stream intersections, or certain spots in the middle of frozen lakes. Experienced Yakut fishermen identify these locations by listening to the sounds of water moving beneath the ice, or by remembering productive fishing areas from previous years. Once fish are caught, they freeze almost instantly. The fish are either eaten immediately or stored naturally in the freezing air. Most of the time, the fish is eaten raw. In the Oymyakon region, eating raw fish is not simply a custom, but a survival strategy shaped by climate, biology, and tradition. This Yakut tradition is called stroganina. Cooking fish destroys some beneficial fatty acids, enzymes, and vitamin D. In regions like Yakutia, where sunlight is limited for much of the year, vitamin D becomes extremely valuable. Eating raw fish allows people to receive these nutrients in their purest form. If fishing is unsuccessful, residents can buy frozen fish from local markets in Oymyakon and Yakutsk. Fish markets help provide essential nutrition for the people living here. Traveling through Yakutsk can also be dangerous because visibility is often reduced by thick, freezing fog. The air is so cold that vehicle exhaust instantly cools and creates a heavy mist over the roads. Transportation in Oymyakon is unique as well. Before modern vehicles existed, people relied on horses, oxen, and reindeer for travel. Reindeer remain extremely important in the region for transportation, meat, milk, and hides. The cold is so severe that even strong vehicles become useless without proper precautions. If a car sits outside for just 1 hour without running, it may freeze completely and become impossible to restart without thawing. People use jet heaters to warm their vehicles. Those lucky enough to own heated garages can protect their cars from freezing for long periods. Some residents never turn their engines off at all and leave them running continuously. In regions like Oymyakon in Siberia, keeping an engine running is not merely a habit, it is a matter of survival. Temperatures around -50 degrees Celsius freeze engine oil, drain batteries, thicken fuel, and damage tires and metal parts. Turning off a vehicle may mean it will never restart. For this reason, taxi and minibus drivers often start their vehicles early in the morning and leave them idling until evening to keep the engines warm and operational. Bathing in Oymyakon begins not with turning on hot water, but with chopping firewood. Most villagers bathe only once a week. They quickly pour warm water over themselves and immediately dress before the cold can affect them. People bathe inside traditional Russian-style bathhouses. Water is heated in large boilers and poured into buckets or basins. During the coldest parts of winter, even showering can become dangerous, so full body washing is less common. Although some people practice ice bathing every morning, it is considered more of a ritual than a substitute for proper bathing. Laundry is also usually done once a week. Many families traditionally wash clothes on weekends. Water comes from melted snow, river ice, or water tankers. Snow is melted near the stove to prevent it from freezing again. Every bucket of water is valuable, so washing clothes must be carefully planned. The melted water is boiled on a stove and poured into a large container. Clothes are washed by hand with detergent. Drying laundry outdoors during winter is impossible because the clothes freeze solid within minutes. Instead, laundry is dried indoors near the stove, which makes the house damp. But there is no other practical solution. In Oymyakon, survival is possible not by fighting nature, but by living in harmony with it. The people of Yakutia follow ancient traditions and wisdom that teach them how to adapt to the cold instead of resisting it. Here, even the harshest winters are faced with rituals, patience, and acceptance rather than fear. People believe that nature gives as much as it takes away. For them, this is not a battle against nature, but a way of life built around living alongside it. Like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.